here to bring you week 7, everything week 7. Start bench advice, trade advice. What do you do with Clyde Edwards-Helaire? What do you do with Kenyon Drake? What do you do with all the players you may be bouncing back and forth in terms of, slow starts, popping off? Should you get rid of them now before it's too late? You tell me. What's going on, Noah? Noah's first in the building. First to leave a comment anyway. Welcome, Noah. Welcome, Jose. Welcome, Elgin. Glad to have you here, my man. Sergio. Cameron. Ugly's in the house. Martin. What's going on, people? What's up, Riff? What's up, Luke? Luke in the house. Should I drop Judy? Depends on what format. Depends on what you can get. Need to know the context of the situation, bro. Not too much detail, but a little bit. Start 2 this week. Drake, Gibson, Swift, Fuller. I go Swift and Drake. Or you could go Drake and Fuller or Swift and Fuller. Now, Swift probably is going to be a good play. But he kind of has that feel of like it's either going to be a whole lot of goodness from here on out or a total wave of disappointment. But I think he could go either way. Clyde can't catch a break with TDs. That's true. And if you watch that darn game, if you watched the game, if you were paying attention to the game, you know that this has happened multiple times. Clyde has literally had 2 touchdowns called back in back-to-back weeks, and other situations where he should have flat out scored. I don't agree with everybody that says Clyde can't score touchdowns. That's hogwash. Smitty, your take on Andy Isabella? So explosive. He is, but I don't know that there's going to be consistency from Isabella in Arizona. I'm in AZ, and I can tell you for a fact that they feed a lot of the players. It feels a little bit of Cam Newton-esque around Arizona, where that Cam can drop a big game, and Kyler can drop a big game, but they can also do a lot of it on the ground and not deliver enough footballs to make someone like Isabella, who's literally, the 4th or 5th option. I mean, Kirk, as James Rowe loves Kirk. Larry Fitzgerald, I know he's not a threat to be like the number 1 wide receiver or anything, but he's getting targets. Like, there's just not enough to go around for Isabella to be consistent. But do I like him? Yeah. Is he a talent? Yeah. Could he be really good somewhere else? Probably. Could he be good later on in Dynasty? Sure. Deontay will feast. I don't know if I believe in Deontay, James. I mean, I think we've learned one thing. Juju was a product of Big Ben. I think it's safe to say at this point. I think Juju could be okay somewhere else, but Juju will never, ever, in my opinion, be the wide receiver we once saw. The wide receiver we thought was top 12 overall material. It was Big Ben that force-fed that guy into that kind of value. And now we're seeing Claypool get shoved right into the spotlight. Big Ben makes wide receivers look great, makes one wide receiver look great, and he's picked his guys. His guys Chase Claypool, and Claypool is going to be him and Jefferson are just going to have, I think, surreal rookie seasons. It's crazy. Do I think they'll be consistent all year? No, most rookies are not, but these are weird situations where Jefferson's like getting so much volume. Minnesota needs to throw it to him. And then in the case of, I don't know. In case of Claypool, it's like, not only is he being force-fed, he looks really, really, really good. So Claypool is the guy. Thoughts on Tyler Boyd? I like Tyler Boyd as a really high-end wide receiver 3. You could even argue if you go heavy running back or you trade it away and you have heavy running backs and a quarterback, or heavy tight end and quarterback and some good running backs, that Boyd could be your number 2, and I'd be okay with that depending on your build. What's up, Chris? Should I trade Evans? Wait, where did that go? Should I trade Evans, Godwin, and Gibson for McCaffrey? Evans, Godwin, Gibson. That's a whole lot of talent to trade away for McCaffrey, who's not back yet. I have Galladay, DK, Jefferson, Boyd, Clyde, Taylor, Swift. Sounds like you're in an 8-man league, Brandon. So, in that kind of situation, if you're in a 12-man league, good job. I don't think you are, though, because you have Evans and Godwin. There's no way. This is an 8-man league. Maybe 6. Maybe a 4-man league. This could be a 1-man best ball draft. This is DFS. This is your DFS team this week. Is it not? I mean, you got so much depth there. I mean, McCaffrey makes your lineup better. That's a whole hell of a lot to give up, though, Brandon. Godwin, Gibson, and Evans. I mean, I probably do it, though. If you're like, how many wins you got, Brandon? That's crazy. Lamarr or Devonte Adams. My backup is Tannehill. Lamarr for Devonte Adams. I definitely think I go get Devonte Adams if you've got Tannehill. He's playing great, man. I don't love Tannehill at the rate he's playing all year, but I mean, he's serviceable and playing out of his mind and could continue. But I definitely feel like that's good. You'd draft Adams ahead of Lamarr. James White and Gesicki for Gibson. James White and Gesicki for Gibson. I take Gibson. James. Let's see. What's up, Uncle Smitty? What's up, Dry Ocean? Thoughts on Hollywood? I like Hollywood. Hollywood's fine. Hollywood's having a quietly decent season, and once Lamar gets more in tune, you'll see Hollywood do better. Like, Hollywood's tied to that. And if you don't believe in Lamar all year, then I could see you not wanting to buy into Hollywood. But Hollywood's had a pretty decent year here and there, looking, much like the wide receiver we thought he would look like at times. And then other times it's coming down to Lamar and that offense being pretty limiting for him. But I think that they're going to turn it around. I'm buying Lamar on the low, believe it or not. I am. Dalton's the GOAT. How is Dalton the GOAT? James, why does everybody use GOAT so much? Like, take a lap.
Take a lap.
For using the word GOAT. You use the word GOAT in the wrong context, you're taking a lap. Like, plain and simple. Stop using GOAT with guys like Thielen, with guys like Dalton. Like, why do you even say Dalton? You have to be joking, I'm sure, but I mean, people are using... No, you're not muted. Not muted. There's just a lot of questions coming through, bro. I'm trying to read as many as I can. Gibson, Evans, Cup. Pick 2. Evans and Cup until Gibson gets a full meal on a regular basis. Kyle Allen is the GOAT. Take a lap. Drop, keep Moss and Judy. It depends on your options, man. CeeDee Lamb could become the eventual GOAT, sure. Noah, finally you throw a name out there that you at least could argue is in the realm of possibility. The rest of the things you toss out with GOAT are not wise. Am I muted? No, Hippo. Why is everybody asking if they're muted? I'm answering as fast as I can. Is Gurley GOAT cheese? Yes, Cody. Gurley's playing relatively well, but I do sell high. Juju or Chark this week? Bro, let me pull up the schedule, but Chark is banged up, so be careful. Be careful with Charky boy. All right, let me take a screenshot of the schedule. Smitty, I'm top 3 in fantasy football showdown. Attaboy, Luke. Top 3, that's impressive, bro. Okay, let me take a screenshot of this week's schedule and put it on screen for you guys so we can kick it around. I got a lot of the same questions this week. It's really weird. Like, some of you guys are asking me about the same players over and over. And that gives me a good indication of who you can sell high. As I tell you guys all through my Ask Smitty feature, I get a real good sense of who's sell high material, who's buy low material. Did you guys not get notified? Why do we only have 67 people in the room right now? This is weird. Thoughts on Akers and Dobbins this year? Double A. I don't believe in Akers. Never have. So I'm gonna go ahead and say Dobbins I like. But stash him. We don't know if we're gonna be able to use him. Rager, he's got upside, but I'm not worried about him this year. Someone offered you, Kevin, David Johnson for your love Bell. Should you accept it or hold Bell? I feel like you could maybe get more for David Johnson, but maybe not. Lev Bell is either going to become really valuable or do what Fournette did. Land with a new team, everybody gets excited, and then boom, he does nothing. Arik, Julio, Woods, A.J. Brown, Claypool, Ruggs, Mike Davis, Carson, J-Rob, Edmonds. Who should I rock with? Smitty, I'm clinging to third, even with CMC gone down. Okay. First of all, thank you for the super chat. Arik, Julio, Woods, A.J. Brown, Claypool. Okay, so I'm going to rank those guys. Julio, A.J. Brown. God, dude. What do you guys think? Woods or Claypool? Put it down below. Woods or Claypool? I can't believe we're asking that question, but we are. I want to know what you guys think. Woods or Claypool? If I had to rank those three wide receivers. Running backs, I'm going to rank them as J-Rob, Mike Davis, then Carson. And then, if we have to decide between Carson and Claypool or Carson and Woods, looks like we got Claypool, we got 2 Woods, 1 Claypool, 3 more Robert Woods, Bobby Trees, Woods. Okay, so overwhelming Woods over Claypool, which is very arguable. But Julio and A.J. Brown, and then let's see here. Who's on a bye this week? Ravens, Colts, Dolphins. Let me put that on the screen, because I have a feeling a lot of people are going to forget who is on a bye, including myself. Okay, screenshot that son of a bee. Drop her over here and drop her right here. There we go. Bye weeks. So, Julio, A.J. Brown, Davis, and J-Rob. If I have to pick one, I'm going to go with probably Carson over Claypool. But if you could start Claypool and then also Carson, then have at it. But nice job recovering without CMC, bro. Appreciate the super chat. 3 to play. Adams, Fuller, Hill, Claypool, Higgins. You got to put Adams and Hill in there, so this is a one-player question. Fuller or Claypool. I think Fuller's probably the safer choice. And I thank you for the super chat. Austin Hill, what do you think of DeAndre Swift PPR? I like him. I thought he was definitely a hold and go get. Last week we talked about him on the show on Saturday and Friday, I think. And I said that we don't know when. But if you start Deontay over A-Rob, don't start Deontay over A-Rob. I guarantee Deontay getting 15 points, says James. Get out of here with the Deontay stuff. I said if it's not this week, it will be soon, and it was sooner than I thought because he was a hold. He was not a must start. So DeAndre Swift was tough to play last week, but we knew this was coming. We just didn't know when. So I like him as a low-end running back too, high-end flex moving forward. Austin with the question there. I'll put that on screen. Put that one on screen. So give me a second, guys, and I'll answer these. Riff with the super chat. Thank you, Riff. Who is a better play than CEH now? Name some guys. I'll start Melvin Gordon? Question mark. No. Monty? No. Gurley? No. Swift? You could argue some crazy scenario, but no. David Johnson? Hell no. It's Clyde. Riff, we know this. And it is frustrating, but also fun. And it's also advantageous for the rest of the world to doubt Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Like, why do we care? You know, if people want to be down on him, we can buy him in leagues where we don't have him. So, you know, I'm looking to scoop him up in leagues where people are still like, oh, he's not going to do well. Oh, he's still a fourth rounder. Like, Clyde Edwards-Helaire is the... Let me put this on screen. Where is my screenshot when I need it? Let's put this up. NFL stats, rushing, yardage. Look at this son of a bee right here. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Screenshot. Drop it like it's... Here we go. I give you the 2020 current through week 6, even with buys and injuries, the top running back rushers in the NFL. Looky, who's number 2? It's Clydey Poo with 505. And look who's number 4, Mr. Kenyon Bust of the Year, Drake. Honestly, it's hilarious. Like, if you don't want to believe in Drake or Clyde, I get it. I'm not mad at you. But when people say that there's no reason to be excited about Drake, that he's busted all year, how could you possibly have started him in week 6? Everybody benched him. I can't tell you how many comments I've seen where people are like, nobody played him, Smitty. You weren't right about Drake, Smitty. And I'm not claiming to be right about Drake. Drake had a really kind of sluggish, start. He did have 2 TDs prior to this game. Drake is tied for 5th in the NFL. Now, there's a long list of people with 4 and 5 TDs. But he's tied for 5th in the NFL for rushing touchdowns with 5. Tied for 5th with a bunch of people. So, kind of funny. Subtract like 80 yards from Drake because that cheese game. No, you can't subtract anything. You can't play that game with stat totals, Noah. I don't know how long you've been playing fantasy football, bro, but you don't get to subtract what you don't like. You don't get to take out Clyde Edwards-Helaire's long run. You don't get to take out Drake's long run, because if you start playing that game, I'll go nitpick and pull this game out of that guy's stat line. This 100 yards from that player. You can't do that. All of Drake, like Noah right here, you're doing it again. All of Drake's touchdowns are 1-yard runs. Laughing his ass off. Yeah, sure, Noah. Sure, Noah. Get Dobbins, I agree, Martin. But it's literally hilarious that people are coming up with excuses as to why you can't count Drake. Why Drake isn't number 4 in the league in rushing. Yeah, good point, Mag. Mag saying, you all are saying subtract 80 yards from Drake. Well, not everybody, just Noah, unless somebody else said it. But it's like, yeah, let's take away Derrick Henry's 90-yard run. Drake's 4th in the league in NFL rushing. 4th. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is 2nd. What more do people want? What more? You can't please half of the people. All right. Oh, where's that super chat? Patricio. Now, I did learn that this wasn't a $50 spot. This is pesos from Mexico, which I totally appreciate. But I was correcting the chat. I did once think this was a 50 spot. Patricio, thank you for the super chat. Have Breeze, Minshew, Eckler, J-Rob, Jacobs, Gibson, Dobbins, Amari, Scary Terry, Deontay, Debo, Waller. Who should I trade for or make my team better? Okay, so you got Breeze, Minshew, Eckler, J-Rob, Jacobs. Okay, don't trade Jacobs. He's at a bye already. You've got an advantage there. You can't really sell Amari. You can't really sell Terry. You can't sell Debo. Waller's not blowing up, so you can't sell him. You can't sell Eckler. You literally have nobody you can sell high. And even J-Rob, I don't think people will pay what they should pay for him. Your only hope here, because these are all underperforming players or players that are not exploding, your only hope here is to sell Eckler and like Amari for a Mike Thomas, or go ahead and upgrade Breeze or Minshew. I don't know if this is 2 QB or 1, but go get Lamarr using Amari. Try and upgrade to Lamar Jackson using Amari. Try and upgrade to Lamar Jackson using Gibson or something like that. That's how I do it, bro, because you need something, and I think that will give you kind of like a hard to value difference maker. You can't call him a hypocrite. He just misses sometimes, bro. I don't know who that was for. Smitty, what's that? I think I see the comment. Smitty, you missed a 50. Okay, Riff. Who is the better play? Oh, you already read that one. Riff, you had another one, though. Let me catch up on the super chats. I'm getting behind. Smitty's getting behind. Riff with another one. I have a lot of Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I love his numbers. Every week he got a TD called back for penalties. Not worried about him. I'm worried about coaching in the split. We're all a little bit worried, Riff, about a split. But at the same time, bro, look at how productive Joshua Kelly was before he was thrusted into the spotlight getting all the work. Look how productive Kareem Hunt was when he was splitting time with Nick Chubb. There's nothing wrong with a healthy split. And when I say healthy, I mean where a guy's still getting enough volume to be equivalent to a lot of starters who are their lone starter for their team. What's funny is that Clyde's total volume, if you add in his receptions and his targets and his rushing attempts, oftentimes is going to equal like what more than what a Jonathan Taylor's getting, probably more. Let me look at the targets here. So Clyde, like for example, Clyde has in attempts, Clyde is number 3 overall in the NFL. So if you look at someone like David Montgomery, 82 attempts, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 107. If you look at Miles Sanders, 71, and I know he's banged up, but still, 71 versus Clyde's 107. So it's weird when people, don't complain about Antonio Gibson. They run him out every week. People don't look at James Conner, 75, and I know he got hurt too. But Aaron Jones, 75 attempts, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 107. So I don't really understand why people don't look at productivity and volume and how 65% of what Kansas City cranks out at the running back position is equal to some of the biggest, running backs in the game. It's just crazy. It's nonsense, man. It's people just are reactive. Very reactive. Look at all these super chats. Hold on. Brandon, I appreciate you. 4-2. Got Mahomes, Cook, Eckler, Joshua Kelly, Akers, Ridley, Woods, Chenault. Trade Woods for Clyde. Absolutely. take a lap for not doing that without talking to me. You should have already accepted that so he wouldn't pull it and take a victory lap. Another one for pulling off a monster trade. Woods for Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Did he offer you that before the game and forget to take it down? Brandon, go get that now before it's too late. And hope your league doesn't veto it. Your league would have not... They wouldn't have vetoed it or even thought of vetoing it before that game. It would have been like, Clyde, yeah, why not? Woods is better than Clyde. Now you're going to probably see a veto pop up. Patricia with another 50. Smitty, they offered me Godwin and A.J. Brown, Ridley for J-Rob. Should I? They offered you Godwin, A.J. Brown, Ridley, all three. You probably just mean one of your pick of those guys. There's no way they offered you all three of them. You trade away J-Rob. I'm left with Jacobs Gibson at running back. So J-Rob for Ridley is a no-brainer, bro. I don't care who your team is. I don't care what you have. Tell me you're not getting all three of those, but I think what you meant to put is you get your pick. But I would take Ridley over J-Rob. I think Ridley is going crazy, and I think he's top 5 moving forward for wide receivers. Congratulations on that move, and if you get all three, you're committing highway robbery, bro. Mixing out Dio, Singletary, Lindsey, Scott. I'd probably go Singletary or Scott. But that's tough. What do you guys think below? Help Curry out. Who would you start? Gio, Singletary, Lindsey, or Boston Scott? I'd probably go Boston Scott. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, A.J. Brown, or Godwin need 2. Go Clyde and A.J. Brown for now. Godwin, you got to make a trade, bro. Schmitty! Big trade. I gave Zeke, Pollard, Evans, and Tim Patrick. I got Connor, Anderson, Cooper, and Bell. Evans. You gave Zeke and Evans and got Connor, Robbie, Anderson, Cooper. I don't like it, bro. You were 5-1 for a reason, Jose. You're 5-1 for a reason. And I know Zeke and Evans crap the bed for you in week 6, bro. But if drafting today, I draft both Zeke and Evans ahead of any one of the players that you got. So he got the 2 best players in the deal. I'm trying to give you tough love. I'm not trying to, it's my job. It's my job. I wouldn't have done that, bro. I would not have done that at all. You should have talked to me first, Jose. That's what I'm here for. I would draft Zeke. I would take in the top. I don't care how many fumbles he had. I don't care if they benched him to prove a point for a few series. Zeke's top 5 to me. And Evans is a top 5 to 7 wide receiver to me. I think Connor's good, but Connor's not in my top 5 to probably not even my top 10. Anderson's playing out of his mind. I sell high on Anderson. I do what that owner did. I use Anderson in that kind of confusing package and be like, look, you get Anderson, you get Cooper. Cooper, who knows what Cooper's going to be with Dalton throwing him the ball. The Red Rocket. And Bell, I mean, I just don't like it, bro. I don't like it at all. Come to me next time, Jose. Damn it. Out of my watch, bro. I feel responsible for that. Trade Clyde, Drake, and Julio for DK and Zeke. Clyde, Drake, and Julio for DK, Zeke. I don't think I do that. You could go either way, Tabern, honestly. But I like Clyde and Drake more than I like Zeke, even though I like Zeke a lot. But without Dak there, I do worry enough. And you get Drake. Like, Drake's free. Like, Clyde and Zeke you could compare, in my opinion. And you get Drake for free. Julio and DK, I'd rather have DK, but you could compare the two and argue the point on either side. I like the 3 players, bro. Chris, I'm trying to trade away Hunt, Debo, Woods to acquire MT, AJ Brown, Hunter Henry, Hunt, Debo, Woods to acquire MT, AJ Brown, Hunter Henry. I guess, yeah. MT and AJ Brown, I'd rather have that, even though you're getting rid of the running back. Your running backs are Chubb, Connor. You don't have good running backs though with Chubb out, bro. Hunt, but your team's gonna be better. I say do it. Don't stop trading. Upgrade the running backs. Get rid of Chubb and Connor for one big stud, or get rid of Gurley and Chubb for like, you know. Man, go get Christian McCaffrey. Get McCaffrey with your running backs. Trade Chubb, Connor, Gurley, Connor, whatever. Get McCaffrey and start McCaffrey alongside of MT and AJ Brown, and yeah, I'd do something like that, bro. Super chat from Gain. If you've got a question, Gain, toss it out and I'll answer it. Oh, here it is. Here's Gain. Thank you for the super chat, Gain. Mahomes over Kelsey, Henry, Hunt, Scary Terry, CeeDee Lamb. What in the hell's going on here? What's this, an equation? Gain? 12 team, how can keep improve at top 5-1? 903.3. What am I looking at, Gain? I don't know what is this, an equation? By the way, I moved my big keyboard off of this table, and I have this mini keyboard that I'm trying out, and so I'm gonna figure that out. I just got it, but I'm trying to clean off this so I have more work because I don't play that keyboard enough to take up like half of my desk area. What's up, Doobie? So Gain, I'm not sure what I'm looking at here. 12 team, how can I keep improve? Let me give you a trade suggestion, is I think what you're asking me to do. Mahomes and Kelsey's fire. Hunt, Scary Terry, Rojo. I don't really know what I'm looking at here. I trade Rojo on the high and go buy something with that. You could trade CD and Rojo together for one big gun. Something like that, bro. But I don't really know what I'm looking at here. Gain, toss out another question a little more simple than that. Maybe leave out the equation, and I'll help you with that. Okay. Jose, Smitty, Mostert went down, so I needed a running. I'm stopping you right there, Jose. The reason I'm stopping you is because you're giving me a reason why you maybe made a bad trade. There's no reason why you make a bad trade. And Jose, please take this as a positive thing. But just because a player goes down doesn't mean you do a deal you shouldn't do. Like, get that out of your brain. But I do feel bad that Mostert went down. Like, God, that guy's so good if he could just stay on the field. Zeke's offensive line is horrible. I see the Cowboys playing from behind. I get it, but I think you could have got more. That's the main point. Like, go get more next time. Maybe the deal ends up being really good for you, but I just would have got more. I felt looking at it, you could have got a lot more. I do appreciate you, Jose. Please keep coming back. Don't take that the wrong way. You're asking me with a super chat to give you my advice, and I want to give you hard-hitting, good advice so you remember and don't do it again. Smitty, I love you. Can you help my team, please? Seclan, post a question, bro. I got you. Scott, I'm 1-5. My team is Breeze, Herbert, Moore, Chark, Lamb, Claypool, Hollywood, Chubb, Hunt, Eckler. God, the injuries for you, man. Chubb, Eckler, Gaskin. I badly need a running back and tight end. Any buy lows. Yeah, JT, go get Jonathan Taylor. Give up if you only start one quarterback, give up Herbert and Claypool or Chubb. Go get JT. Find a way to get JT. Keep Hunt. Maybe give Eckler and Claypool for JT. Do something and get JT or Christian McCaffrey before either are popping off. That's my advice. Swift or Freeman. Come on, bro.
Take a lap. Take a lap. Take a lap. Take a lap.
Swift's the answer. Anything can happen, but I mean, Swift's on the way up, but Freeman, no. No. Not over Swift. Swift is looking... Swift is climbing swiftly. Jordan. Justin Jefferson, rest of season, brother. Also, pick 2. Mike Davis, Josh Jacobs, James Robinson, and Will Fuller. Pick 2. I'm going Mike Davis. I'm going Josh Jacobs. And you need to do something with this. You can't put Will Fuller and James Robinson on the bench. I'm not getting in that boat. You think I'm crazy, Jordan, putting that on record to tell you to bench James Robinson? No, I'm not doing it, Jordan. Not for $4.99. I only sell my soul for something in the $20 range. $4.99. I can't for $4.99 tell you to bench James Robinson. Oh, Jordan, you got to make a trade, bro. You got to make a trade. Can you trade? Jacobs has had his bye. I don't like you trading him. Mike Davis, you could maybe get rid of before his value tanks when McCaffrey comes back. I'd poke around using James Robinson to get McCaffrey somehow. But, Jordan, thank you for the super chat. I always appreciate you. Jordan dropping the super all the time. Jordan helps keep the lights on in the studio here. I appreciate you, Jordan. Mayo, Smitty, what do I do? I'm 2-4. My team is Lamarr, Zeke, Hunt, Jacobs, Adams, A.J. Brown. I feel like I have to change. You don't have to change anything. Let me tell you something. You're in a lane, bro. Gain, what sucks? Gain. I'm asking what would... Okay, I got you. Gain, post your team one more time. Just your team. Don't put all the formula in there. And I'll get you. I got you. I see you. Mayo, don't do anything, bro. Because you have... this is like when you're in a lane on the freeway and then you see the lane going fast next to you and you change lanes and then that lane stops and then that lane that you were just in starts going again and you keep switching lanes and you don't pick the right lane. Don't do that. You get out of the Zeke game, you get out of the Lamarr game, you get out of the Jacobs or Adams game, the A.J. Brown. You have a team, bro. The only thing you can do is just put them out there and hope that they all ball moving forward. 160 in the room. Please hit the thumbs up on your way in and subscribe if you're new. You've got to keep rolling with this team. Your team is lit, Mayo. And if you don't make the playoffs with that team, then it was just a crazy set of circumstances each week for you. You've got to keep throwing that team out there. Diesel and Tyler, thank you for the super chat. Gain, I'm looking for your team again. Please post it. Seclan, try putting the question and not sending. Can I email you? Sure, Seclan. Matt, start Juju or Gibson at flex. I'd probably go Gibson. I'm not feeling Juju right now. I feel like Juju's never going to return to form. I think Claypool's taken his spot. Claypool's proven that Big Ben force feeds somebody, and he's chosen Claypool. Claypool is it. Now, Jordan, this is what I'm talking about. It's tough, man. Everybody in my league sure does know how to lowball me in trades. What should the rest of the season? Drake Jefferson. I appreciate your content and knowledge. Thank you, Jordan. I was just kidding when I was saying I couldn't answer that for the 4. I hope you didn't think you had to throw another 9 spot at me, but I appreciate it, bro. Tough man. Let's see. Rest of season on Drake and Justin Jefferson. Oh, yeah, you did ask me about Justin Jefferson. I'm sorry. Thumbs up on the way in. I'm going to say... God, I'm trying to keep up with the super chats here. Sorry, guys. I'm going to say Jordan Jefferson's an anomaly. Like, I liked him a lot coming out of college. And I have to be honest, man. I should have given him more consideration as a rookie. I think a lot of us miss that. I mean, rookies don't typically blow up out the gate and continue to play well all year. There's still a chance he kind of dips and hits like a rookie wall. Rookies do that. But I love the talent, man. In a couple articles I wrote on sleeperu.com, which you can find right here, I talk about him being potentially talent-wise as good as anybody, including CeeDee Lamb and Judy, in the draft class. So it's not shocking to me that he became this good. I just can't believe he did it this quick. And they're using him in a unique way, kind of like Anquan Boldin as a rookie in Arizona. They force-fed Anquan Boldin in the weirdest way. It worked out good. They're playing from behind. They're throwing the ball just enough. Defensive attention, it was tough to put it on Anquan Boldin. Same thing with Jefferson. He's just in an ideal, perfectly weird, quietly awesome situation for him. And he's on a team where they run the ball a ton. So it's great. Rest of season, wide receiver 3. Locked and loaded in your lineup. Don't bench him. Drake, he's either going to keep the momentum. You got to love the momentum he has. I think Drake he's number 4, as you can see on the screen here. Number 4 in the NFL in rushing. Number 4. And everybody's still in a panic about Drake. Talking about Drake as if he can't continue. Like, not that, I'm going to go ahead and sell high, which I would get. Gain, I'm looking for your question. Not link my question. Gain, post your question and I'll answer it for you. I'm looking for it. Post a new question with what your team is. So Drake, if you ask me, do I think he's going to be 4? No. Do I think he could be 7 to 12 overall for all running backs at the end of the year? He could be. Do I sell him at number 7 or 8 overall value? Yeah, in a heartbeat. Because I worry enough about why it took so long for him to get where he got, which is number 4 in the league in rushing yards. But I definitely don't sell low. Gain, your question's hundreds of questions above. Like, I can't find it. That's what I'm saying. Can you post your team? And I will evaluate it right now. I'm here for you, buddy. But I need you to post it. I can't go find it. You know, like, if you understood how it looked from my side, you'd be like, how would he even find my question 100 questions ago? We've had 604 questions so far in 43 minutes, so it goes pretty quick here. Fool's gold for Drake. No, Noah. What's up, Joey? Smitty, help. Okay, post your question, bro. Jordan, thanks again for the super chat. Drake, I sell Drake at 7 or 8 running back value. Sure. Do I like him and sell him away at 12 or 14? Nope. I don't know. I keep him in my top 12 to 15 running backs probably. All right, here you go, Gain. Man, Gain, it took a while. Been waiting, bro. Mahomes, Kelsey, Hunt, Scary Terry, Henry, Scary Terry, Harry, Henry, James Robinson, CD, Boyd, Baltimore, Mahomes, Kelsey, Hunt, Terry, Henry. I like your team, bro. I don't know if I touch much of it. I like CD Lamb, Boyd. Your sell highs are Mahomes, Kelsey, and Henry. You could sell Henry for like a Jonathan Taylor and like Mike Thomas. You know, like, I'm not saying the owner for sure has both those players, but I mean, you got to sell Henry stupid high. But Henry's the only player on that list there, because I don't know if anyone's going to overpay for Mahomes. It's hard to get rid of quarterbacks. And usually people, you know, that you like the players on their team. Do you talk about Tua? Not yet, Doobie. I'll talk about Tua for you. I think you should go ahead and potentially try and sell Henry stupid, ridiculously high. But that's it. Other than that, I like your team. And you can't sell James Robinson. People doubt him Hunt, people doubt him right now. Kelsey and Mahomes, I just keep them. I like it, bro. Mark, Kittle, I have Kamara, Jacobs, Drake, Eckler. Hunt for Kittle. I have Kamara, Jacobs, Drake, and Eckler. That's not bad. But I think I'd draft Hunt ahead of Kittle, so I'd want a little more. But I'm okay with that. If you do that and it fits well for your team and you like it, I'm Smitty approving that swap in either directions. I'm okay with that. JP, it's Tua time, says JP. Saklan, sent you an email. Thanks so much for helping. You bet, Saklan. I'll get on that right now. Diesel, your thoughts on Antonio Brown coming back? Pick him up. I pick him up if you have a spot to burn. If you're dropping a contributor, a guy you may play, then no. If you're dropping if you're talking about picking up like the backup running back in Cleveland, Ernest Johnson, or something like that, I could take a chance on Antonio Brown over that. I mean, he may never play. But Tua, let me see if I'm missing super chats real quick, and then I'll talk about Tua. Matt, sorry, Matt, if I missed this one. Pick up Henry or Hawkinson. Hunter Henry or Hawkinson. Hunter Henry's safer, but I probably would say Hawkinson, I think, will outscore him on the year moving forward, but that's me. But Hunter Henry's probably safer. Most people will tell you that, but I like Hawkinson, man. But, I can understand why you want to go safe. Safe route. Super chat. Mark, I got yours. Thank you, Jordan, again. Matt, Gibson over Juju, I got you on that one. Diesel, thanks for the super chat. Tyler, did I answer yours? Tyler said Aaron Rodgers, running back Zeke, Mostert, Chubb, James Robinson, wide receivers Robbie, Godwin, Keenan Allen, tight end Jonnu, record 2-4. Any advice to make? Okay, so you can't sell Zeke high. You can't sell Mostert. You can't sell Chubb. You can't sell James Robinson. You'd be giving these guys up at value. You should not be giving them up at hold them. Robbie, you could sell high. Godwin, you probably can't. Keenan, you probably can't. Jonnu, you probably can't. Aaron Rodgers, you probably can't. You can't sell any of these guys high. You got to wait for them to blow up a little bit before you have any potential sell high value, except for Robbie. You could maybe trade Robbie with Chubb, let's say. Robbie and Chubb for Jonathan Taylor. In something like you could do something like that. Maybe you get a Christian McCaffrey if the guy like needs to do something and he's like got too many L's and he's like, I got to make a move. Like something like that I do. Or for Mike Thomas, people are frustrated with him. But past that, bro, I don't think you have an option to sell high. Thank you for the super chat. LaBello, what is up? Finally decided to sit Kenyon Drake. Why? LaBello, I told you no. I told everybody give him another chance. My followers should not have been sitting Drake. I made that very clear, LaBello, that he needed to get another try. It was do or die for him, and he delivered. He dude it. It was do or die, and he dude. He did. Dropped a doo-doo right on Dallas over and over. Tabrin, trade Clyde, Drake, and Julio. Already got to that one, I think, right? Yeah. I think I'm all caught up. Let me see if I miss any super chats. Captain Spock with a super vote Smitty on November 3rd. Thank you, Captain. I don't want the job, but I appreciate it. That would be so funny if some random dude, it's like a YouTuber, with like less than 10K YouTube followers gets voted president. That'd be awesome. It just started trending on Twitter. Everybody's like, I don't want either of these candidates. Let's vote in this guy with a hat. I wear my hat everywhere, too. in the Oval Office. Maybe I get more sleep being president. Rest of the season, Woods or Keenan Allen. I probably Woods barely, but that's darn close, bro. Rock out with the super chat. Who to trade AJ Brown, MT, Fuller, Waller? Who to trade? I'd probably trade Waller. I'm sorry, Fuller. I'd probably try and trade Fuller. Trade Fuller and a player and upgrade. JP talk about my boy Tua. Okay. Tua. I don't know what to make of Tua yet. Like, Fitzy's played pretty good. And, you know, they're excited about Tua. It's kind of crazy. But a lot of people are excited about Tua. Now, was he healthy enough to like kick off the year as a starter? Probably not. That's one reason I think they waited on him. And now they must see something that we don't. Keep in mind, guys, we're not there in practice. We're not there in the elevator. We're not there at the buffet when they're eating eggs and bacon, waiting in line to lift weights and social distance. Tua may be, you know, doing things we don't see, and that's why they're making this move. There's got to be a reason that they want to get him in there. I pump the brakes on expecting Herbert type production right away. I think people are going to maybe be a little bit disappointed if they expect him to be like a starter right away in fantasy football. I think we might see like Burrow, some ups and downs. Like right now, you have everybody knowing that Burrow's going to be legit, and Burrow will be. Burrow's going to be potentially elite as long as they can keep him healthy and not getting hit left and right, and you know, tears his ACL as a rookie and his career never gets back on track properly. Like that kind of stuff scares me. I think Miami should have pushed harder for Lev Bell. It would have helped a lot of us Clyde owners out there not have to deal with this crap we're dealing with now. Because if Lev Bell was not headed to Kansas City, coming off of that big week 6 where he vaulted, as you can see on the screen here, to number 2 in the NFL in rushing yards, everyone and their mother would be talking about how Clyde Edwards-Helaire is the, you know, second coming of the next Beck, you know, Maurice Jones-Drew, whatever. Barry Sanders, people say. You know, his wiggle from left to right. And now everyone and their mother is down on Clyde because of a guy named Lev Bell, who we haven't seen deliver elite production for a while now. And if Miami would have pushed for Lev Bell and got him on the roster, they would have had a little bit more, I think, room for Tua to grow. And now I think defenses are going to just press him, and he's gonna be thrown to the wolves. And the thing I don't like is we don't know his rapport with Parker yet. We don't know how the offense is going to totally respond. I'm not sold that this helps Parker at all. In fact, Parker's very much tied to Fitzpatrick being in that lineup. If you ever see Fitzpatrick and Parker together, Parker does well. Whenever you see Fitzpatrick out of the lineup, Parker goes missing. I don't know if Tua and Parker are like this or like this, whatever. Hopefully they are one of the two. And we find Parker, you know, doing what Parker normally does or has been normally doing as of late. Parker's vanished before. Parker might just vanish again. So I like Tua. JP says Tua and Parker will take over in the RPO game. We shall see, JP. I saw that, Noah. I don't like that move at all. I like CeeDee Lamb, but the Throne League is a redraft league, and oh man, I if I would have known Lamarr was that cheap, I would have went after Lamarr. That's the advice I give you guys. Don't wait around and see an offer come by and you're like, shit, I should have did something. Too much Tua. All right, so Tua talk is done. I don't have huge expectations right out of the gate. I think he could have some potential. He's got some proven to do to me, but I'm not writing him off. I'm not calling him a bust. I'm thinking we're going to see a lot of what Burrow's doing. Good and bad, good and bad. It's a year away from being, I think, productive to the point where you're putting like big name players on your bench like you are with Justin Jefferson as a wide receiver. Like Justin Jefferson and Claypool are having all of you and me contemplate putting a player on the bench that we probably shouldn't be putting on the bench, but we're like, how the hell do we keep Justin Jefferson out of our lineup? I don't think we're going to have that kind of dilemma with Tua or Burrow this year. Burrow's borderline 10 material, top 10 material, 12, 8 to 12, whatever. And Tua, we'll see. We'll see. We will see. I'm a big Tua fan. JP says we can tell. I think he shows flashes of it this year and blows up next year. That's more along the lines of what's possible, bro. More along the lines. I was close to drafting him too, but I don't trust rookies all that much. I understand. Marcel, thank you for the super chat, bro. The 10 spot. I'm 2-4. QB Josh Allen. Wide receivers Patrick, Ridley, Deontay, DJ Chark, Russell Gage, Keenan Cole. Running backs Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Connor, Chubb, Moss, Gaskin, Damian Harris. Tight end Hayden Hurst. What should you do? 2-4. Jeez, man. Connor is a good sell high. Chubb is not an easy sell, but when you couple him with one or two other players, you could tend to get rid of him easier. I wonder if you could trade Chubb and Connor for McCaffrey, and get something else to supplement losing Connor and survive another week without CMC. If you could somehow do that and get a win and become 3-4, McCaffrey might take you to the promised land, bro. Past that, Chubb and keep Ridley. I don't know, man. That's a tough one because you don't have a lot of guys you can really sell high. I probably just try and trade Connor and Chubb and see what your options are. Bring me a list of wide receivers that each the JT owner has, because if you could trade Connor for JT and get like a wide receiver that I really like, I'd do that. If you could go to the Mahomes owner and see what you'd have to give him to swap out. Oh, no, stay with Allen. Allen's good enough, and then you need to make your mark somewhere else on your team. Keep Clyde, unless you could sell high. You could toy around with selling high. I don't know if anybody's going to give you what you need, but I would get rid of Chubb for some now value. Chubb and Damian Harris, or Chubb and something for like JT or someone like that. Music? You want music? I'll give you the music, Riff. Riff wants the music. Riff likes the music. He likes to be serenaded when I give my advice. Move Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Jared Cook for Kittle and Chubb. No. Alex, you know why? Because I don't think anybody can just weather that, bro. I don't like that because you got to wait on Chubb, man. Jordan with the super chat. Herbert, surprising everyone, was labeled a bust. I liked Herbert. I didn't call him a bust. Marcel, hit me with another question somehow. We got to help you, but tell me who the JT owner has at wide receiver, Jonathan Taylor. Tell me who the... See, you can't buy Drake anymore. Drake would have been a great buy low with a wide receiver using Chubb. DJ Moore. What running backs and wide receivers does the DJ Moore owner have, Marcel? Get back to me with that. Smitty, please help. Should I trade Cook and A-Rob for Mixon and Adams? Cook and A-Rob for Mixon and Adams. No, Cook and A-Rob I'd rather have. I'd try and trade A-Rob and something for Adams, though. Let's start a mid-season league. Noah, I've got good news for you. I don't know if I'm doing it this year. I'm going to try. But I'm going to start doing something like that in 2021 where we do a league where we redraft every single week and the lowest 2 people get kicked out, and we're redrafting. We're not keeping anybody, but the 2 or 3 or 4 lowest people get kicked out. I might make it like a 20-man league. I'm not sure. I might even make it to where there's multiple copies so we can keep the teams really solid and add in new people each week. And figure that out. You know, whoever wins the championship, whether they get added, you know, luckily the last week, then, you know, maybe we'll figure out how to calculate how many wins you have or something like that. Or maybe we'll do the most, we'll figure something out. We'll figure out a cool, crafty way. But I do want people to have a place where they can come and redraft and not have their season in the tank due to injuries and COVID. If COVID-19 exists next year, I want you guys to have a place where you can come and redraft every single week and have fun with fantasy football. So get ready for that, Noah. I don't know if I'm going to do it this year. I'm trying. I got a lot on my plate. Got the little one coming here in November, late November, most likely. Gain, you got anything else for me? Let's get to a hundo. Yeah, hit the thumbs up. How many thumbs up we got? We got literally 222 people in the room. Did we not have 100 thumbs up? It helps the channel. It helps the show. It helps me. So please hit the thumbs up. COVID is awesome so far. Monday, double headers, says Captain Spock. Pretty funny, bro. All right, game. Toss out something else. Smitty, looks like we're all down for that idea. Let's start it this year. Noah, I may. I just need a little time. Thank you, Brandon. I might have somebody else run it. 24-hour live stream. I'm pretty sure we're going to have one of those in 2021. I don't know if we'll have one before the end of the year, but with the new studio, with the fact that I can go over to my wonderful throne chair, I'm thinking it's going to happen. And then, of course, you know, the Learning Center marker board where we can mock draft till our hearts are content. Mock draft until our hearts... Wait, how's the phrase go? Mock draft until our hearts content. Are content? Our hearts are content, all of us? I'm tired. Cody, support Smitty's baby and like this video. No pressure. No pressure. No pressure, anyone. This only helps my channel, which helps the baby. So, you know, don't hate. Hit the thumbs up. No learning board. Why, Cody? We learn here at the Fantasy Football Show. You hate learning. Thank you, Jose. Jose, you know what I like about you, man? Is you not only do super chat. I was critical of it because I want to be honest with you. I always want to be honest with you, but you're still like around. You got tough skin. That's a good quality, bro. Keep it up. Marcel, the DJ Moore owner running back has Mike Davis, Derrick Henry, Darrell Henderson, Fournette. You're not going to get Derrick Henry. That's tough, man. What about, trying to think of a wide receiver that's way underperforming that you could go after. Let me look at my rankings real quick. Shark, Godwin, Evans. I bet the Evans owner's freaking out, bro. Go get Evans and a running back. What running backs does the Evans owner have, Marcel? Go try that. Amazon, show me the front door. Amazon. Alexa, show me the front door.
Okay.
I have all these different Amazon devices. They're all called something different. And got an alert there's someone at the front door. You guys remember that video clip of that guy trying to break into my house and my cars? Did I ever show you guys that? Let me see if I can get it up here. Some of you will probably remember it. So I have camera system now, and it shows me my front door. I don't know if you guys have seen Alexa show, but that device lets you look at the front door anytime you want. It's pretty badass. All right, let me find this fool trying to break into my house. Next question: Mixon or Moss? Zack Moss? Austin? Mixon, bro. That one's not even close, bro. Austin with the super. Matt with the super. Alexa, stop. Let me see if I can find this guy breaking into my house. Trying to break into my house at night while I'm home. I'll keep looking for it. Super chat. Brady, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Jacobs, Chubb, Swift. Alexa, show me the front door.
Okay.
Keep getting alerted that I have movement at the front door. Oh, he's there. Brady, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Chubb, Swift, Davis, Julio, Godwin, Chark, Cup, Deontay, Kittle, Tanya, 2-4. What should I do, Smitty? League is stingy. Jacob said a buy. That's great. Julio's playing great. You could sell him high. Godwin, you can't sell high. Swift, maybe. I'd look and see if you could get like JT and something for Swift. People are really high on Swift right now. I look if I could get DJ Moore and a running back like JT for Julio. Something along those lines, maybe. But past that, bro, you got a really good team. I know you're 2-4. I wouldn't be shy about trying to upgrade Brady into Lamar Jackson using maybe Cup. go to the McCaffrey owner, see what quarterback they have, try and trade Davis and get like an upgrade from Brady to like Lamarr. Lamarr, if you put Lamarr on this team without touching too much, I would like it a lot. And even if you don't, roll with that team, trust it with even a 2-4 record because it's really darn good, bro. It's a really good team. Marcel, the Mike Evans owner running backs are Edmonds, Freeman, Mostert, Hines. Damn it, Marcel. So I'm just going to give you a couple because I don't want to keep making you run and grab those teams and they not have players that I like. The good buy lows are Godwin, Evans. Galladay's still a good buy low, believe it or not. People are not paying enough for Galladay. Ridley's kind of a good buy low right now. People are afraid of Ridley. I go after Ridley. I forget if you have Ridley or James Robinson. I go after James Robinson. I go after Ridley. These are really good buy low players. I go after Clyde. I don't know if you own Clyde or not. I forget your team already. And I go after Lamarr. Those are the players that I recommend you buying low on right now. Sherman, Fuller over A-Rob. For the moment, I go A-Rob, not Fuller. But maybe you should make a trade because those are pretty good options. I hate having you put Fuller on the bench. Matt, start A-Rob or David Johnson at flex. I go A-Rob as long as he's healthy and on the field, not on a bye, etc. Smitty, I'm going to sleep. Have a great rest of your stream. Good night, bro. Thank you, Jose. I appreciate you, man. So you trade Lockett. Depends on what you can get. I kind of like Lockett. I kind of like buying Lockett low. I don't think you can sell him high right now. Are we thinking Lev Bell will be the running back 2 candidate going forward after that Clyde game? Larry Jones, I don't know. I mean, when you think about how much they ran the ball, and when you think about the fact that Lev Bell, if he absorbed, let's say, all of Darrell Williams' work, which he may or may not do, they're pretty happy with that. It was just so weird why they signed him. Given how happy they are with their offense and their rushing attack specifically. I'm trying to find that guy breaking into my house. I think there's still a good shot that Clyde's work kind of goes relatively untouched. Like maybe he loses goal line opportunities that he would have had. I know everybody thinks he's not a goal line guy, but he might lose goal line opportunities that he would have had that we've never seen him have anyway, or goal line touchdowns. So Clyde's volume probably won't change from what it is right now. Seclan, I'm sorry. Damn it. Seclan, I'm going now. Thank you, Seclan. I didn't have my email open, so I didn't get alerted. Seclan. Hi, Smitty. My team. Matt Ryan, Kenyon Drake, Joshua Kelly, Edmonds, Dobbins, Pollard. Sanders is hurt, so Kenyon and Sanders are your starting running backs normally. Woods, CD, Thielen, Hollywood Brown, Ingram. Chargers, Chiefs, Bucks. God, you guys hoard quarterbacks or defenses and kickers. You have 3 kickers and 3 defenses? That's crazy. Question, how much fab should I spend on Boston Scott out of $54? Which defense should I stream this week between Chargers, Bucks, and Chiefs? Chargers, Bucks, and Chiefs. I mean, Chiefs play Denver. Bucks play the Raiders. And Chargers. Who did the Chargers play? I'm blanking. Chargers play Jacksonville. I'm gonna go KC, bro. Yeah, he is strapped with kickers. He doesn't mess around. Fab dollars. Seclan, I'm gonna say this, man. This is not popular. This is not how most people do it. It's how Dad does it. It's how I do it. You need to drop a lot of money on a player if he's a difference maker for you. Now, I don't know that Boston Scott will for sure be a difference maker. But at this point in week 7, are there any difference makers left hiding? Maybe J.K. Dobbins gets dropped, though, is my only thinking. Like, then he would be a guy that I would spend every dollar, assuming I can pick up guys on Fridays for free and just not go through the waiver claim with everybody else, but I get to add drop, later. Otherwise, you got to save $1 for every move, and you got to do that. But I go ahead and drop a full load on J.K. Dobbins if he's sitting there on waivers. Zack Moss, I know a lot of you are upset with me, even though I told you Zack Moss may not even be starting material until week 12. But everybody keeps coming at me saying, is it time to give up on Zack? No, it's not time to give up on Zack Moss unless you have to roster somebody else for another reason. Then yeah, by all means, don't hang around holding Zack Moss when you can't hold him. Full load, TR. I do. I drop it. And if JK's there, you want to have the Bucks ready to pounce on it. But if, let's say, we assume that you need a win, Ciclan, I could see needing to spend, $20 on Boston Scott. But I don't know. Historically, you got to go with what your league historically does. If nobody drops 20 spots on anybody, then don't do it. But if you have one out of every 4 or 5 big name players, somebody drops half of their money, then you're gonna have to drop half your money. So, Rowan, thank you for the super chat. Start 4: Carson, Freeman, Gibson, Singletary, Justin, Jackson. I have Cook and Eckler injured. I also have MT trade offers. Carson and Gibson, I think, are a lock. Freeman and... God, I don't know how I feel about Justin Jackson. I kind of feel like Freeman and Singletary for right now. I could be wrong on Jackson. It could be Freeman and Jackson you need to start. But for right now, I'm not feeling Jackson or Kelly. Lamarr, Jacob, Hunt, Waller for Mahomes, Kittle, JT. Parker, thank you for the super chat. Lamarr, Jacobs, Hunt, Waller. Lamarr, Jacobs, Hunt, or Hunt. So let's put Jacobs in there because he's had his bye and I like him a little more than Hunt. Lamarr, Jacobs, Waller for Mahomes, Kittle, JT. I'm going to take Mahomes, Kittle, and JT. Pretty easily. Not easily, but yeah, bro. Take the safer bets, man. Should I trade Lockett? Depends on for what. I think I already answered that, but I love saying things twice. Why? Because I have to all the time. Don't bench Kenyon Drake in week 6. How many times did I say that? Hey, Smitty, Fuller or Claypool? Fuller. You got to go Fuller. You don't have to go Fuller, but I go Fuller. That's a tough one, though. That one could come back to bite me. That sound bite. Thanks, Smitty. Love the content. Got Clyde and Cam for Mixon and Dynasty. I like that. Attaboy. Attaboy, Brett. Mahomes or Rodgers? Smitty, need to know. Why would you ever bench Mahomes? Ever. Goddard. Go get Goddard if you need to stream a tight end. Goddard is coming off IR. Zach Ertz is out. Monty, Jimmy Graham for Godwin and Higbee. I take Godwin, bro. That's pretty easy to me. Tannehill or Herbert. I mean, Tannehill, you got to start Tannehill right now. You have to. Playing great. The link's probably not going to show up, guys. YouTube's going to block it. I sent it out, but guess YouTube won't let us. Yeah, YouTube might block it, which is crazy. Because I'm not even blocking it or anything. Kenyon Drake or Miles rest of season? Kenyon Drake, because Miles is out. Miles is out at least 1 to 2 weeks. Probably, it sounds like 1 to 2. But who knows? It could be longer. Goddard is supposed to be back, but that could definitely change. Smitty, last question. Do I start Everon or Hunter Henry? Hunter Henry, bro. Come on. There's 2 questions in a row that I'll probably get wrong. Even because I'm saying they're obvious, then you know that means I'm going to get them wrong. Play the hot hand, says TR. I don't know. It depends on the context, bro. Clyde and A-Rob for Lev Bell and Mike Thomas. Give me Clyde and A-Rob. Swift or Drake? You know, Swift is probably safer, but Drake's got the momentum and a little bit more upside, in my opinion. Start Evans over Justin Jackson. Yeah, why would you not, William, when Evans has dropped touchdown after touchdown all year long? He's been great. I know, even in games where he catches 2 yards, he has 2 touchdowns. I mean, I understand he dropped an egg last week, but I mean, he's been there for you the whole year. Like, you're really going to sit him? I don't think you can. Moore or Chark this week? I'm probably going to go Moore until Chark proves healthy and back and ready to roll. Yeah, go on Sleeper U in the forums and you can create a link there. Drake, baby, says Kango. Smitty, last question, I promise. Why are you so low on Mixon? Austin, did I not tell you not to draft Joe Mixon heading into 2020? The answer is I said not to draft Joe Mixon. Did Joe Mixon bust on you given the value that you spent so far? The answer to that is yes. Joe Mixon did not warrant his draft value. Did I tell you that you could then buy low on Mixon when he was busting and get him for the price of like a ham sandwich or even one of those little like breaded chicken rollers at QT Quick Trip gas station? Even the ones that are behind the line and not even cooked yet. Like, that's what you could have got Mixon for in week 4, heading into week 4. So the point isn't that I hate Mixon. The point isn't that I tell you to stay away from Mixon, period. The point is not he busted on you. He did bust. He had a horrible start to the year. And my exact advice was buy low on him once he doesn't start off well. So what's so funny is that people come at me like I said Mixon couldn't rebound. It's like, have you been listening to anything I've said? I said Mixon is not worth his ADP. Mixon will be attainable at a much lower value because he's going to start off slow, just like he did in 2019. And what did Mixon do? People were ready to give up on him, exactly like they felt about Drake heading into week 6. Everybody felt that way about Mixon heading into week 4. Everybody. And I can tell you why. I get question after question at my sleeperu.com and heysmitty.com. Smitty, should I trade James Robinson and Jonathan Taylor for Zeke, Kamara, or Cook? That's a good question. I trade him for Kamara, but I probably wouldn't trade both for Cook or Zeke. But I wouldn't blame you if you did. Why do you hate Chris Carson? I don't hate Chris Carson. I just don't like where everybody drafts him at. Carson and Mixon, they historically can leave you hanging. Like, it's not that big of a mystery, in my opinion. I didn't think why I might avoid them at high value. But do I buy them at a certain point? Sure. Like, do I like Carson on the low? Yeah. Do I like Mixon on the low? Sure. Is Carson more valuable than Henry? I think you're just trying to get a rile out of me, bro. You're just trying to get a rile out of me. It's not going to work, Francisco. I know you couldn't be serious with this question, so I'm not going to entertain it like it's serious. Smitty. Johnson and Mike Evans for D-Hop. Deontay? David Johnson. David Johnson, Evans for D-Hop. I take D-Hop. But that's me. That's me. Smitty, Mixon or Drake rest of season. You could argue this one either way, man. I think Drake is a tiny bit riskier. They both have risk. They both have up and down type of feel. They both have offensive limitations. Only difference is, Cincinnati's either going to struggle a lot and throw the ball a ton. But Arizona is probably, the limitations are in the work divide, the workload divide. But coming off of week 6, will they not feed Drake? Did Drake not earn? Are you not entertained? Did Drake not prove he's deserving of way more work or the same workload? I think Drake proved it. I put in a trade offer, Goddard and Kirk for Monty and AJ Brown. Well, I can tell you, you're probably not going to get that, but definitely try because that would be a killer deal. I have Tannehill as my QB. What do you think of that? Smitty, you were awesome. Thank you, Derek, but I don't think you're going to get even AJ Brown alone for that. So to get Monty and AJ Brown, I don't think you could get Monty alone for it or AJ Brown alone for it, let alone both of them for Goddard and Kirk. But that's me. That's me. What do I know? We're 1,272 comments into the show, 187 in the room. Please punch the thumbs up if you're new. Yo, Smitty, why do you like Dobbins? What's with all the funny, pointed questions today? Why do you like Dobbins? Because he's a top 10 to 12 potential running back that just needs volume. Now, I don't control whether he gets the volume or not. He may not get it. He may be a waste of space all year long. I admit that to you. There's risk involved in holding the man. Do not get mad at me if he doesn't do anything all year. The same goes for Zack Moss. But I can tell you from a talent evaluation perspective that both Zack Moss and J.K. Dobbins have what it takes to be what Swift is right now. And everybody can say that Zack Moss won't emerge, J.K. Dobbins won't emerge, but think about what you're saying, because Swift was literally the same type of player until Sunday. And now everybody loves him. It can take that quick. Austin, Smitty, why do you hate Thielen so much? This show, what's this show turning into? I don't hate Thielen. I actually like Thielen. I think he's a good player. I think people draft him way too high. But is he delivering? Sure. Could he be a high-end wide receiver 2? Absolutely. And I would buy him there. But the problem is people are buying him at high-end wide receiver 1 value or wanting to trade him at that value. And I'm just not able to do that. And it doesn't make me a bad person. I'm a human being. And I'm just not feeling Thielen at high-end wide receiver 1 value. There are other options that I roll with. And that's it. Jefferson over Thielen, says TR. Trade away Higgins and Tonyan for Gibson and Mark Andrews. Bro, it's just like that other question I just got. I don't think you could get Gibson and especially not Andrews. You couldn't get Andrews alone for Higgins and Tonyan. and you might not be able to get Gibson alone for Higgins and Tanyan, but you're going to ask for both. And Greg, tell me that that's an offer on the table for you. If it is, you should have accepted that already. What is the issue using Sleeper U for this? I don't know, Doobie. They should be on sleeperu.com. Posting away. You guys, what's with this league? Okay. Advice on my lineup. I'm 4-2. I need advice on my lineup. Okay. Hit me with it. W10. Let's look for it. I got Michael Thomas for Adam Thielen and Gibson. I like it. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't hate Thielen, but I give him up to get MT. And Antonio Gibson, we don't know what he is right now. No, I know what it is, but I mean, you guys are still talking about it. Getting the link together. All right. Trade Moore and Woods for Ridley, PPR. Moore and Woods for Ridley. I do trade Moore and Woods for Ridley, and I like DJ Moore. DJ Moore and Mixon, all those guys, I said to avoid them, but I like DJ Moore right now. I like him at his new value. Like, that's the whole point. Buying and selling low. Why do people think I hate players? Because I don't like to draft them where a lot of people are drafting them. Dubs, Smitty's still awake. Damn straight, bro. Damn straight, bro. Noah, get on over to sleeperu.com. My website, right here, sleeperu.com, and post the link on my forum. It's pretty simple, Noah. Hit the like button, says Greg. Dude hates on Thielen all day. I don't hate. What? I don't hate on Thielen, bro. I might have to approve your Sleeper U membership, so let me get on over there. You might have to apply. I'll refresh in case you apply. All right, I might be out of here. You rolling with Big Ben or Stafford this week? Jefferson over Thielen? Yes, sir. I like Jefferson a lot. I don't know who I'd start, Jefferson or Thielen, to be honest with you. Traded Jonathan Taylor for Love Bell. I don't like that. I like Jonathan Taylor a lot. I think Austin, no offense, but that's exactly what I'm trying to pull off right now, is to go get Taylor at that value. I like it. I like it, bro. Austin offered JT Slayton AJ JT Slayton for AJ Chark and Swift. I like that one. I like JT most out of the running backs, but I do think Swift is close enough that I'd take AJ Brown and Chark over Slayton. Absolutely. Dividing some talent into multiple could help you in a COVID world. So no advice. You got to understand, W10, I have so many questions coming in. Like, I don't see them all. So let me go look for your avatar. It's not that I'm trying to avoid you. I have 1361 comments in 1 hour and 34 minutes. So you can imagine how many go by. And I have all the platforms scrolling through. So let me look for your question. Your avatar makes it easy to find your question. So I'm looking for it. Where's your question? I don't even see it. I see your super chat, and then I see this last comment. So put your question in this comment right here, and I'll look for it. I did see a super chat, but not a question in there. Was there another one above it? Hold on. Hold on, I'm looking. I don't see it. Can you post your question one more time? I don't know if it got like banned or what. Smitty, I need to. Okay, let me approve your forum. All right, I approved it. You have forum access now. Smitty, trade Eckler for Taylor. Absolutely. Taylor is one of my must-buy low players right now. Go get Taylor. Here we go. All right, W10. Sorry about that. I don't ignore anybody on purpose. Mike Evans, Robbie Anderson, Devin Singletary, Swift, Jonnu Smith, Higgins, Beasley. So what's the question here? What's the question here? You want to know what to do to improve? Or is there another specific question? I think if I was looking at this team to improve it, I would potentially sell high on Robbie Anderson. I would definitely entertain selling Murray. What I would do is look. You gotta go with the guys blowing up because you can't sell low on anybody else. The guys blowing up are Swift, Robbie Anderson, and Murray. You can't sell Mike Evans low. You can't sell Devin Singletary low. You can't sell Jonnu Smith. No one's gonna buy him. You have no one here that anybody's gonna buy. Hang on to CMC. But Kyler Murray, go after the Lamarr owner. W10, who does the Lamarr owner have at running back and wide receiver? Smitty, Henry, or Kamara? I like Kamara slightly, but I might be looking to maybe change that. Like Henry looks so good in week 6. Who does the Lamarr owner have at running back and wide receiver? W10. Because what I'm thinking here is you could maybe trade out Murray for Lamarr, which is a downgrade to many people right now. And you can maybe bump Robbie Anderson up to a better wide receiver. You can maybe turn Swift into a better wide receiver. Not that I don't like those guys. Dustin says Lamb, Evans, Godwin, Ridley, pick 3. I'm putting in. God, that sucks. You got. Dilemma. Rest of season. Probably go Evans, Godwin, Ridley. But I'd like to maybe make a trade. With Cooks coming on, Fuller makes me paranoid. Start Fuller, Devo, or Crowder. I'll probably still start Fuller. Francisco, James Robinson and A-Rob for Henry, a good trade. Yeah, arguable. Like, I like J-Rob a lot, but if J-Rob tails off and isn't, as good as he was in the beginning part of the year, hits a wall, and doesn't do well, doesn't get the work we thought, then you're gonna wish you had Henry. I kind of like going Henry here, but that's crazy. That's a tough trade. Both Robs, J-Rob and A-Rob for Henry. I'd probably take Henry, which sounds kind of a lot, but I think I'd do it. W10, what do you got for me? The Lamarr owner. What's the Lamarr owner have?